Ladies and gentlemen,
We gone.
Our guest is officially taking a knee tonight.
Yes, definitely.
I just stole that joke from you and you laughed at it. That's great.
Yeah, but it's still funny though.
Yeah, because you're laughing at your own joke,
Yeah.
essentially.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of hilarious.
You are humorous, bro.
But this is gonna be gone.
This is going to be a Gawncast tonight. I'm not going to
lie.
lie. We're just shooting from the hip.
Yeah,
We never
really,
do that.
Yeah, we really don't know
Yeah.
what we're doing.
Nah. But shout out to Crime Apple, man. This guy's a beast. I've known him for a long time.
Where's he from?
He's from Jersey. I forget exactly where in Jersey. I think Jersey City area. You guys can look him up. He's been on Static Selector. He's done the Hot Box with DJ Enough. He's, I believe,
What's his name?
Crime Apple.
Like pineapple, but with crime.
Yeah, exactly. And previously, dude used to go by Vasco back in the day, and he made a song called Crime Apple, which was pretty dope as fuck too. But I guess he switched his name over to that.
The song was so dope that he was like, I got to change my name.
Exactly. But this dude,
I'm gonna check him out.
yo, he's a savage.
Lyrically?
And lyrically, as far as people that I personally know, even though like I don't know like and chill with him that much, like we're cool on a cool basis.
People you personally know acquaintance with.
Exactly.
Yeah,
in my circles, of mutual
network.
artists
Yeah. In your
that I
network.
know.
Yeah. Is he?
He's
I've
that.
never heard of
He's
this
that dude.
I've never heard of this.
He's that dude. I was excited to have him on tonight, but he hits me up with a phone call. I gotta respect the courtesy phone call. He's like, "Yo, my bad. Something came up last minute. I gotta go meet DJ Premier." I'm like, bro, go do what you gotta do, man.
Do the Gawncast or go meet DJ Premier.
Yeah, say no more.
That's kind of tough.
Eventually, Gawncast will be above Premier, but
Yeah, it's kinda
it might
tough.
be like 40 years from now. But I see he was talking about linking up with Shout out to Termanology too. It was a cool dude. We did
Oh yeah.
yeah, we went up to his hometown and shot a video with him about what was that, like 3 years ago?
That's a long time ago.
I think I'm gonna play that video tonight.
That's right when you changed your name.
Yeah, that was like right before I changed to Kenny Shane.
Did you did you do a song with him as That Kid Era?
I did. It was like that brief moment where I just changed it to Era for like 3 months.
Yeah, well that's what I mean.
And then
You
I changed it to
it.
Kenny Shane because
Wow.
I was like, yeah.
Damn, that's a fucking long time.
I still
ago.
keep that up though. I like retitled that to Kenny Shane.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and I got that up on everything on my SoundCloud and I was going back through so much stuff and it's just like digging back last night. Sometimes when I'm digging in the crates, I'm like,
You start
damn.
seeing shit like, damn, remember this
bro,
song?
remember I did that?
Yeah, remember this song?
This was pretty cracked.
Yeah. That shit happens all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Especially like if you like wind up on like a folder or something
Oh yeah.
in your computer and you're like, what is this?
You go down rabbit holes.
Yeah, in your own fucking computer.
It gets pretty intense, but
you go through your own wormholes.
no, you definitely do. 1,000.
Like this is a beat I did. Like,
This is a wormhole in itself,
this
right
is,
here.
Yeah, this is a beat we did. I did this beat
Back before you had hair,
like-
you nuts.
2009 probably.
Damn. 2009 was a good time. Yankees won the World Series.
It was.
Shit. And we had that record on the radio for the Yankees winning the World Series. Shout out to Tic Tac. Talk about
My
wormholes.
Yankee hat. I might as well wear it because my hair looks like I'm 47 right now. What the fuck is that?
You know, I did see something coming out. I remember he took me out to Montauk. This is a host from. I guess we're just gonna tell stories tonight, but I got a couple cool stories. So a DJ, I'm getting my hair cut. First of all, let me bring it all the way back. I'm getting my hair cut. I get a phone call like, yo,
Shout out to Stephen Elmore.
Shout out to DJ Tic Tac. I get a phone call. I'm getting my hair cut. He's like, yo, what's up? This is DJ 92.3 now. Is this That Kid Era? I'm like, yeah, what's good? I'm like, who is this though? Like, you fucking with me? Like, who is this?
Yeah.
He's like, nah, I swear to God, I'll put you on the air right now. Like, say something. I forgot what I said, but he threw it on the air live right there. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? Like, literally one of those Hollywood moments where like, yeah, I don't know, bro. I was just like cutting my grass. Someone like gave me a record deal. Like one of those.
Tic Tac's the man though.
Tic Tac is the man, bro. Taught a lot of life lessons too. For the couple times that I did hang out with him, he was he made sure he got his point across and made sure that you learned something from whatever it was. And he always told me, you know, half the battle is showing up. Like those nights when you think you don't want to go out there, you don't know who you're gonna meet that
go
night.
to some event or some bullshit.
Even when you
like,
drag yourself out like 3 times that week to bullshit events to dap people up that just are completely phony and aren't gonna call you back and all that stuff, and you don't want to move, he's like, just show up. Half the battle is showing up. And I just feel like those nights when you don't want to move, sometimes those are the nights when actually things do move for you. So that's a little lesson out there to anyone that's listening. But where I was going was this. One day he was like, yo, come out to Montauk with me. Like another thing Tic Tac would do. He's like, yo, meet me on the highway. Like some Tic Tac shit. Like, yo, meet me like
meet
this.
Me on the highway.
Only he could meet me like on the highway.
Meet me on mile 9.
Yeah, no,
9.
yo, literally he was like, I'm at this marker.
No, he didn't.
Yo, he was on some next level government agent shit. Like, bro.
What is he, a fucking CIA operative?
He might have been.
Black Ops, bro.
Cause he was so we linked up, we went out to Montauk and we were chilling, we had a good day. He like introduced me to some guy, made me play my music for some guy. Later on he's like, bro, that guy like owns everyone in the music industry. Like some type of shit like that, but like, he wouldn't tell you at that moment. And then
bring you to an Illuminati
that
meeting?
Guy just owns everything you ever heard since you've been like
bring you to an Illuminati meeting.
Basically.
That's
and then after that, we were just chilling, just talking about Montauk. He's like, you know about the Montauk project, and basically saying how people used to get kidnapped out near Dune Road and experimented on, and that there was a time portal out in Montauk, and there was a Navy base out at the end of Montauk where people didn't, you know, the very, very end, the end of Montauk.
The Montauk Monster, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I don't know if it was that exactly. I don't know if that's the same story or a parallel story, but basically saying that there would be, I don't know, I guess things like certain energies where a ship can go and then you just see the ship disappear, like basically portals and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
that's like we need. If Tim was here,
I was just gonna say,
if Tim was here, he'd go like super deep into it.
This is a Tim.
Shout out to Cody Bonner. I don't want to say Boner, but shout out to Cody Bonner.
Shout out to Boner, bro.
Cody Bonner.
Cody Bonner. Boner, you just met her.
But like those conspiracy theories, like, what are your thoughts on those? Like, do you believe in those things? Like, to the extent of like they created a fucking, they did some experiment, and all of a sudden there's like some fucking weird monster roaming in the middle of Montauk.
I don't know. I'm interested to check out this story that. I think there's a TV show coming out about the whole Montauk project and the Montauk Monster. Yeah, I did see something recently about it.
How do you spell Montauk?
We're gonna look that up for you on the break, but I had to draw a line in the sand with conspiracy theories personally, man, because that's
honestly, me too.
It was like, where does this end?
Do you end up in you really end up in a fucking vortex of videos?
You wind up in that Montauk portal, basically.
You end up looking like Quagmire after he discovered porn. It's fucking like, huh?
Yeah,
it
exactly.
gets crazy.
Forearm looking all Jack Diesel and everything.
Yeah. Montauk Monster.
I think that there is a show coming out about that, but yeah, he was a firm believer in that stuff. And shout out to Tic Tac. He would also say that he would tell me that like one of his dad's friend was like working for, you know, some type of top secret operative stuff and just saying some stuff that was pretty outrageous.
Are you allowed to say that?
Nah, I'm not. That's why I'm not gonna go into too many details. You know, I might disappear tonight. You know what I mean? It might be some Stranger Things. The last song I put out is Stranger Things, and I disappear. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Factory. But
yo, Carmelo, man. How
Carmelo.
I really want to like hear what you have to say. Like, I know you're ecstatic about him being gone.
It's just, you know, when it's just time, like in a relationship, it's just time. Shout out to Steve Elmore. He said, I'm Steve from New Orleans. I'm gonna be out there next week. Yo, Steve, hit me up on the message. We appreciate you calling in a couple weeks back. We definitely want to get you on here. It's that kid with the dope voice. But Mello, I'm just glad he's gone. It's just like, isn't it like, it's like when that girl's still bad, but it's just, you're just tired of fucking her and she's tired of fucking you and things gotta go. In order for both of you to grow, you can't be together.
My thing is this: the Knicks, like, I don't like. Knicks fans are excited about him being gone. Like, I can understand that because, you know, it just didn't work out. But there was no team behind him.
I never said that.
So it's like, no. But I'm not like. What I'm getting at is, what do you think they're gonna do with Porzingis? You know what I'm saying?
That's part of getting rid of Melo is in part.
Why? What did you
part of
get
that.
for him? Dougie Bucket?
No, it's not what we got for him. It's we need to tank, bro. I honestly think we need another lottery pick, and then I think we can from then establish ourselves, and then try to build through free agency and try to just continue to build through the draft too, and then hope you can draft well in like the mid rounds, in like the mid first round. Like look at Klay Thompson. Even Steph Curry, not big draft picks. Look at Draymond Green. He was picked in 20s.
Yeah, but dude, that's
how you have to do it.
I understand what you're thinking, but that's like ridiculously like.
All right, let's just say that Frank, the point guard, turns out to be decent. I'm not talking about like great.
Okay, so he's like a 10-7 guy.
I'm talking about like he's middle of the pack in the league. There's 30 teams. I'm talking about like
10.7 assist guy, 10.6.
Nah, I'm talking a little better than that. I'm talking like he's getting 15 and like 7.
That's good.
No, it's very good.
That's good.
That's good. But I'm saying, let's just say he turns out to be
good. 15 and 7
or 15 and 6.
Okay.
15 and 6 is more realistic.
Okay.
7's a lot of assists because that means you got to be out there dropping like 12 assists. Like,
that means your teammates got to be knocking the fucking, knocking the shots.
That's true. That's another thing. So let's just say that happens. That comes to fruition, and he's locked down D, which people are saying he is.
He's locked down.
His length is stupid.
Have you seen any of his games?
I've seen his length.
But you've seen him play.
No one has seen that much film on him. There's not enough film out. That's why he's still missed. So was Porzingis. He was a mystery until he came here.
Porzingis.
You just gotta hope we strike, twice with these Euro picks. Let's just say I'm not even predicting him to be anywhere near Porzingis. Let's just say he's suitable, and he's middle of the pick, middle of the litter in the league, point guard, and he could play D.
Yeah.
We need to base it around D. So we need another lottery pick, and then if you luck out with another lottery pick from there, then the sky's the limit from there.
You don't want to do no free agency.
No, I want to do free agency, but I still think we need one more pick until we can, really look into free agency. I mean, we basically overlooked Dennis Smith Jr., who's going to be Steve Francis #2. We already fucked. We fucked that.
Yeah.
Shout
I heard, yeah.
Did you see him in the summer league? Just destroying it?
I didn't. I don't know who these guys are coming out of college or, Europe.
Summer league was pretty big this year, though.
It was.
For Lonzo. Lonzo brought a lot of attention.
Was there.
Yeah.
And that's because his father is like, dude.
But the NBA is like,
at marketing, bro.
As much as the NBA somewhat took a hit just because of the Warriors last year, and just that feeling of defeat, like no one can mess with this team. I feel like the NBA is still on the up and up just because look at how many things happen in the offseason.
It's real interesting.
It's real interesting. The storylines, it's like WWE right now.
Yeah, bro, it's kind of crazy.
It's gonna start to mess with the NFL because the NFL's ratings are going down.
The West is gonna be too cheese, bro. Too cheese.
Yeah. They should just move. They should just move Cleveland to the West and then call the East like the D League part, the B League, and not the D League.
Yeah,
they'll be the B League.
Yeah,
and then you'll have the D League below that.
Yeah, you guys can't maybe make the playoffs. There's only 8 teams.
The best team from this conference can.
There's only just 8 teams in the playoffs in general.
So basically, either Boston or if Toronto gets a good year again.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I think OKC and Houston's gonna give. I'm gonna say OKC is gonna give Golden State a run.
Nah, not realistically.
I think so, man.
It looks good on paper.
I hate a lot of people are saying that. Colin Cowherd said that it looks good on paper and it's just not gonna mess well. I don't know.
Do you think they'll be better than the Rockets?
Who else is on the Rockets besides Paul and Harden?
CP3,
Eric Gordon,
Harden, Gordon, Ryan Anderson. Who are their bigs? They got decent bigs.
Nene.
No one crazy. Yeah, Nene. They just have a good,
old.
but they have a good system going. That's something you got to understand. Like once you have a system, like the Warriors have a system.
But Harden was bringing the ball up a lot. He was playing point guard, and now you got a point guard. So
that's another thing that's
a dynamic that's a little different because Harden was an MVP candidate, and he was bringing the ball up. He's basically playing a point, he's playing point.
Yeah, guys, continue to comment in here too tonight because it's just you guys and us, and we're just hopping around NBA conspiracy
theories. We really
theories,
don't know. We're gone right now.
We gone right now. Shout out to everyone on the check-in right now, though. But also, guys, subscribe to this page, and then therefore you'll get the notification that when we go live. So you do have the capability to comment in, be a part of the show, and also call in. Number to call in is 914-356-8712. I'm gonna drop that in the comments as well.
Somebody said spit something.
I'm definitely, that golf course rap was fire. Good
Fire
looks.
flames.
Shout to Aaron. Shout to Aaron. Yeah, let's hop into that Termanology throwback video. Can we bring that up right now? Shout out to Termanology. This is a throwback video right here called the B-side.
Maybe a little something, huh? What do you think they'd like to hear, boys?
The mule. Yeah, it goes smartphones, dumb foes, smoking till the lungs broke. That's my generation, and you wonder why they dumb. Broke. I speak life and I try to give the young hope deeper than the sunk boat. Bloodshed, gun smoke. If I see some gangster shit, then you would think I'm dumb dope. Rum coast, double dutching with no jump ropes. Somebody asked me where I'm going, and I just told him chill, cause you know I'm never knowing. But I feel that I'm the man I finally thought of being. I celebrate a lost life and I don't call it grieving. I'm with a badass bitch, little Puerto Rican, and she never aging like she Morgan Freeman. Fucked it till she short of breathing. I got that asthma dick. They try to listen to my writings, couldn't grasp my shit. So I told them let the beat ride. This is just the B-side. Termanology. Let's go. I'll put your brains beside you on your Levi's. I'm a B-boy, that's why they want me on the B-side. You should decide your words before you try to be fly. Cause we ride the crazy Puerto Ricans from the east side. Rockin' felines and shell top ID dies. I never had a problem with style, you need to revise. You see mines, bagging model chicks with the green eyes. Trench coat, all she wearing under that is knee highs. I smash freaks in back seats of black Young Kane, we run trains on dumb dames out in LA. Rap legends hitting up the LA. Making crack music is what I'm usually doing. For the Benjis, I pretend I'm your friend and cut off your head. Don't offend me cause I roll with the semi that leave you dead. I'm just playing but I'm not really joking, so watch your head. I got lots of bread. Pimp, mobster, shrimp, lobster bread. The verse is what I coughed up. Rappers getting chalked out, wins are getting chalked up. A lot of people always talk tough. Hope your words pack a punch, cause only your talk's tough. A long road, motherfucker, take no shortcuts. Me, I'm in the limo getting brains, spitting short bus. I'm making more bucks till I'm daddy Warbucks. People go to work while the rich are getting war bucks. And how Obama gonna get a fucking peace prize? I'm making dough, motherfucker, watch the yeast rise. And if you ship them 10 and a half, it's my fee size. Shut your eyes, go and listen to the side.
After 100 recordings, you'll wonder, is it live? Is it long?
Talk about anything.
Yeah, that's the shit that's gonna fuck with people.
You know, politics. Football. We'll talk about everything intelligently. Yeah. You know. Yeah. So it's like a lot of people don't have that same mindset and that same mind frame. You don't have the insight. Exactly. Yeah. Just switch.
They don't have the insight to be both. Like
exactly.
Like funny. Like you can just be fucking around talking about girls once, and then all of a sudden start talking about like 9/11.
Exactly. I feel like certain superstars are so out there they just forget the human. You know, I feel like we'll never forget that. You know, because that's who we are.
We gone?
We gone. So, yeah, looking up this Montauk project, it is exactly what we said it would be. It is an alleged series of secret United States government projects conducted at Camp Hero, or Montauk Air Force Station on Montauk, Long Island, for the purpose of developing psychological warfare techniques and exotic research, including time travel. So, yeah, basically mental experiments and time travel all at the same time.
Do you think time travel is possible? If you had to just go, like, if you had to say yes or no, it will happen one day, or some
I mean, Einstein basically, like, relatively, pun intended, said that it could be possible.
You say you could fold space,
right? There's no way that
fold space, and you can travel to that quickest spot, whatever.
We'll never create a technology advanced enough for it to go faster than the speed of light, which is what we would have to do, but. I think, yeah, it's the whole concept of folding space and time and then creating that wormhole to pop out on the other end of whatever that is.
Yeah. I don't think it'll ever happen.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I mean, it would happen so far.
Because, like, how would a human survive that? Going that fast? Like, you'd have to be...
Well, the wormhole doesn't necessarily have to be, like, you at supersonic speed, does it?
Well, how are you traveling back in time? And how, like, unless you're traveling back in time, like, is it gonna take like, all right, it's gonna take like a couple hours. We'll get you in a couple hours. Like, how's it gonna happen?
Bro, you asking somebody that has no idea. I don't know.
I'm just saying. I'm thinking, like, how would it happen?
I don't know.
And like, if you go through like a wormhole, is like wormhole's like the same thing as a black hole. You fucking would like.
Well, that's the whole. Yeah, the black hole. You don't know where you go on the black hole.
But
you
a
just
black
die.
hole,
like matter just goes there to die.
A black hole. If you were to go towards a black hole, as soon as you like get close to it, you start getting pulled apart. Like you'll get fucking.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Matter gets like.
It's over. You're dead.
Yeah.
Like we can't even make it through them.
How fucking nuts is that black hole?
That space is right. Space is so.
I remember the first time my dad told me what a black hole was. I was like, what?
Especially as a kid, you're like, all right, dude. I just want to go play. Like, I want to go outside right now.
Yeah. Dropping knowledge out there. Yo, you know what was funny on Netflix? Netflix pick of the week for you guys. American Vandal. If you guys like really like over the top, corny but funny shit, it's
never seen it.
It's called American Vandal, and it's basically a kid that came up off of YouTube, and it's just pretty funny. It's just the whole thing is so ridiculous, but it makes me laugh. It's basically about a student that got expelled for drawing dicks on teachers' cars, and then they're trying to solve the mystery of who did it.
You sent me that trailer.
Oh, you did watch it, right?
It's got really good reviews, though.
It was just well put together. The way that they threw everything together was...
It's like 8.3 and 95%.
Was really good.
I got pretty good reviews. You're a Netflix person? I do not have Netflix.
Just use my account, bro.
I mean, it's not like... I don't want to
tell you like every show. I
know, but...
Damn, why? What do you watch? How do you even watch your Game of Thrones?
I got HBO. I got DirecTV, dog.
You do it the old way. You pay for it.
Yeah. The ancient way.
Yeah, man. I mean, I didn't even really want to get into it, but I guess we gotta get into it because everyone's getting into it. What do you think? What's your whole take on taking a knee? Or what happened? Better yet, what happened this past week? Of what took place this past week in the NFL?
My whole thing is the media.
Hold on. First of all, my bad. Before you get into that, did you hear DirecTV is thinking about refunding people that were offended by
the Sunday ticket?
How absurd is that?
Somebody texted me that today because I actually have DirecTV and the Sunday ticket.
Get your refund, dog.
But I'm inquiring if I can get the refund. Do I still keep the package? Because I'm a Cowboy fan and I want to watch the Cowboys play.
So tell them just.
And the NFL does not have.
Individual
these fucking cocksuckers do not have a streaming shit online. They have the NFL Game Pass, which you pay like a certain amount of money a month, whatever it is, 40, 50, whatever.
Yeah.
But you can only rewind the games. You can't watch it live. So they record it and you have to rewatch it. It's like, really? We don't. They got YouTube TV, but you can't.
They know they can have it. You know what I saw last week too was Undisputed, that show with Shannon and Skip. that was being live streamed from YouTube, and it looked like it was through the Fox Sports channel. And I was
some
like,
people do it.
I was like, damn, this is finally happening. We're literally seeing televised programming also on YouTube.
It's about fucking time, bro. In 5 years, I think cable companies are gonna be obsolete.
Yeah, the comment feed in that was so ridiculous. You just can't even read anything and keep up with anything.
Yeah, it's not even. Not even.
It's like our chat, you know, our
Yeah.
4 comments every week.
Exactly.
Shout out to everyone that does
Jets,
comment
gangrene, didn't kneel. That's what's up. Honestly, I don't give a fuck whether people kneel or not. The issue is people have an issue with the reason why they're kneeling, and that is an issue.
No, I have not seen Take Me on Netflix. Shout out to Aaron. He said, my only input, and I'm all for protesting and advocating, but they're not politicians. They're paid football players. If you want to advocate, by all means, we're in a free world. Do so, but do it on your own time. See, that's the whole thing, and I hear that opinion, and
it is their time, though.
That's where I kind of have trouble drawing the line, too, because it'd be like saying, like, me, like, wanting to advocate for something, but don't do it while I'm on stage at a show. Almost. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even though
you're getting paid to perform.
Right.
Everyone's here to see you. You're getting paid to perform, but don't speak your mind.
And a lot of people don't like that too when they go to shows. They just want to hear the music. But it's like you're going to do it to spread the message when you have the platform. And, you know, it goes hand in hand. Even though I agree, I think going into certain neighborhoods and talking to actual people that are in those communities and stuff, and some people do that. And the sad part about the media is that stuff doesn't get televised enough. They just want to focus on the negative stuff.
The media that is they're only talking about the kneeling.
Yeah. They're
not talking about, oh, he's taking a knee. Is it disrespectful? Well, why? Well, all right. Why is he doing it?
Right.
You're not talking about that's a problem. Like, whether you agree with what he's doing or not, why he's doing it, they're not talking about why he's doing it. They're just talking about the fact that people
and that's the thing.
And that's the issue that they're not really talking about.
That the powers that be and the media are so good at. It's basically a distraction thing, and it's like completely changing the whole narrative where you see so many people get angry at something, and their reasoning is just, they just start talking about the troops and everything like that. And it's like,
you don't respect the troops?
Right.
That's
the age-old narrative for it's almost a level of distraction to basically to take away from what he was doing in the first place. And one of my things is like, I listen, I don't know what it's ever going to be like to be black. Someone that's black is never going to know what it's like to be white. So, but at the same time, we also need at least some type of ability to step into each other's shoes and be like, listen, and try and hear from a certain perspective. But I guess that's asking too much from certain people, because it's like, at the end of the day, I mean, you're so fortunate to live in this country and to have the opportunity to make millions of dollars, and you know, the NFL and institutions like that only exist in this country. So we should respect this country, but at the same time, there's a lot of blood on this country's hands. And so if you grow up in a household and you're black, and the parents that are above you and stuff like that, they've seen the civil rights movement. So their view on the flag and stuff like that, I don't want to speak for anyone, but it's not going to be the same way that, you know, you honor it. Like, everyone's got this, you know, we pay taxes, we love our country, we fight for our country, we die for our country. Like, the last time it was probably really, really,
everyone is so
like that America, like,
everyone is so patriotic all of a sudden.
And patriotism is so good, but it's also, it becomes a fine line when it becomes dangerous, and like where it's like, all right, we can still be patriotic and still also talk about bettering our country. That's not, you know, it's not one thing or the other. Yeah,
but most people don't recognize the fact that he originally sat on the bench.
Right.
He did not take a knee. He then a former
it is
NFL,
a weird form of protest, but guess what? It worked.
A former NFL player who was also an Army vet, a Green Beret, Nate Boyer, is wrote like an open letter or something to Kaepernick, and they ended up meeting. And Nate, the former NFL player, also former Green Beret veteran, Army veteran, was the one who came up with the idea for him to take a knee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, that bit of information that no one's going to talk about, no one brings to the table.
I mean, that guy Nate Boyer,
and I think it
has been interviewed.
I think it's good that we also always open this dialogue, and we have different people talking about it, and people that wouldn't necessarily exchange conversations with each other talking about it. I just think it, you know, we just need to be open to everyone's opinion, though. Like, did you see like Ray Lewis and Shannon Sharp going back and forth?
I heard something about it, but it's not even worth me.
I just don't like the fact that it's like Ray Lewis is so quick to get called like a coon or anything like that. It's like, listen, I really don't have much of an opinion on that. But at the end of the day, I think he did want the best for Colin Kaepernick and everything like that. And then it just becomes like, if you don't do this at this moment, then you're not down, or you know what I mean? I think that becomes, you know, everyone's favorite word this week, divisive in itself too.
But that's the same thing with, you know, whether you're on Colin Kaepernick and the NFL player's side, or you're on
it's like, whose side are you on?
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I don't know.
I don't give a fuck whether they kneel or not. They sit. It does not bother me.
Yeah,
I don't think they're any less of a quote unquote patriot if they.
And I think, you know, what the NFL did in response this week was cool. They all kind of locked arms and kind of. Did they all kneel together, or kind of some of them were standing, some of them were kneeling? It was just unity, which was at the end of the day we're all looking for anyway. So it's like we all want racial equality, and we all want, you know, to support the country that we live in. So
Pittsburgh, they stayed in the locker room, but the guy Villanueva, who was an Army vet who actually did fucking tours in Afghanistan, he came out. He was in the tunnel saluting the flag or whatever, had his hand.
Yeah, that was an interesting.
People gave him shit for it. Like,
I knew that was gonna happen because I remember from last year.
And he had to apologize. He apologized.
Did he?
Yeah.
To who?
Look it up.
His jersey's the #1 selling jersey in America right now. You know that?
Is it?
Yeah. Think about how nuts that is.
What's his first name?
Charlie. I think it's Charlie Villanueva.
Charlie.
Right? No,
that's the basketball player.
That's how much I love the hoops, bro.
Damn.
Shout out to Villanueva. I forget your name, but you know your service does not go overlooked.
Alejandro.
Yeah, Alejandro. Right. That's it.
I can't spell his name.
Yeah, but it's crazy. I listen to sports radio all week, and people calling, and it's like, I'm a Vietnam vet. I seen people die out here, and what I'm seeing is despicable. And it's like, yo, we don't want to take anything away from what you did for our country, but at the same time, it's like, let's talk about what it's really about. Like, it's just so easily to distract and make the narrative something that it's not, and then they got us, and then they basically turned everyone against each other, and then it becomes whose side are you on.
Listen,
and and it's crazy because like if and then white people even do it to other white people too. I'm like, yo, but you know, I mean,
you're a libtard, bro. You're a lib, bro.
What do you got, white guilt, bro? What do you not like? I'm like what?
Damn,
what the fuck is that even?
It's just ridiculous.
What? Because I mentioned slavery and I mentioned the history of our country.
Yeah.
Because I said that our country's history isn't that fucking fabulous.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of shit that doesn't get, you know, talked about. Now I have white guilt. I hate myself because I'm bringing up facts.
You're a liberal, bro.
Now I'm a liberal.
You're a liberal tard, bro.
It is what it is.
Bro, you're not conservative, bro? What's wrong with you?
Shout out to my conservatives and my liberals out there. Yeah, it's tough. Shout out to Joe. Supplying facts tonight. He said he was an Army Ranger. That's no easy badge of honor to attain.
It isn't. So I don't know why he was getting
salute to Villanueva.
If he wants to stand out in the tunnel, or if he wants to come out and salute the flag, let him. If they don't want to, they don't have to. They weren't forced to until 2009.
And the funny thing is,
they weren't.
Kaepernick said he wasn't gonna kneel this year.
He said that?
He mentioned, he's like, if I come back, like I'm not even gonna. He did say that at a point, like like basically he did what he did, got his attention and brought awareness to what he was trying to support.
Yeah.
And said, I'm pretty sure, I'm almost like 90% sure that he said that his intention is not to kneel this year. I mean, and everything was, moving somewhat peacefully, and then Donald Trump just dumped a load of gasoline on it. So
well, that dude's a fucking faggot. Donald Trump is a fucking punk, bro. Did you see what he did? This is the shit that you'll bring up to people support.
I just listen. I think
baiting. He race baits.
He does, but he's also one of these people that's working the room. Like he's in Alabama, so he just wants to tell those people right there where he is what they want to hear. He wants to tell those people that are there supporting him in that
Bro.
moment. He's one of those dudes that's living off the moment. He's just shooting from the hip.
Yeah, but dude,
But listen,
I
but
can't
listen.
respect that.
I don't respect that. I'm not saying I respect that.
No,
I'm saying
I
that
know.
this is one of the
I know.
problems when you have someone that has a huge ego like that. It's like Kanye when he's at a concert
That
giving a
literally is
Kanye
the
rant.
white Kanye.
Eventually
literally
you
the
keep
white
going
Kanye.
off on a rant and you have all these people and all this energy in this room or in this stadium. You're eventually just gonna say some stuff that's over the line, or you say some stuff for attention, or something that's gonna gain headlines.
He was tweeting about the NFL.
That's why having someone that is an egomaniac, even if they are a smart businessman, or even whatever reason that you choose to support them, can be dangerous. Because
Dude, he was tweeting about the NFL, and if you ever bring up the race baiting to like his supporters, they get so mad at you. But he was tweeting about the NFL, and then in one of the next tweets, he was like, so proud of NASCAR and its supporters and fans. They won't put up with disrespecting our country or our flag.
it's like
They said it loud and clear. Dude, NASCAR, I don't know if you noticed, NASCAR is literally all white in the South.
I know, obviously he knows who he's catering to. But Dale
that's what I'm
Earnhardt made a dope comment. Did you catch that?
No.
He came out with a tweet who's like basically one of the faces in NASCAR and said, you know, anyone that wants to protest peacefully and silently, then that I support that, because if peaceful protest is kept silent, then it will lead to being violent. Like if you're not allowed to protest peacefully, then that eventually is going to lead to violence. And that's a Kennedy quote, and which is pretty dope that he dropped that.
And he lost 85% of his fans in the South.
With that tweet.
In the South, they all crushed 85 Pabst Blue Ribbon beers and then burned his jersey.
And shout out to Joe. He said no country has a good past though. Shit's been fucked forever. There isn't a lot of truth in that. You know, since if we're really dating back to like Bible times, you know, different cultures have always
humans have been killing each other and will continue to kill each other since the beginning of time.
For all different reasons.
It's just gonna happen.
But we would like to think that we're moving on a path towards prosperity, peace, and pursuit of happiness. But
I don't agree with. I feel like the narrative of you're trying to put any race above any race and any religion above any religion.
It's just ridiculous.
And I fucking hate religion. You know that.
Yeah.
But if you want to believe whatever you want to believe, cool.
Right.
I don't have an issue with any of that shit. I don't like people want to put themselves first.
I don't give a fuck about anything enough to be that passionate to tell another human being what they should not do.
Exactly.
You know, as long as you're not messing with me, and like, why is that so hard?
You're not hurting anybody. You're not hurting anybody.
Right.
Fine. Go ahead. Do the fuck what you want to do. I don't care.
Yeah.
Literally.
And then,
so take a knee, salute the flag, do whatever you want to do.
And this country has come a long way, man. Like, let's not act. I mean, a lot of times people are like, oh, we're always separated and it feels hopeless, but I mean, things like these conversations have to happen, and things got to be tough. It's not just going to be easy to just, you know, eventually get to that place where, you know, I guess all equality is reached. But, I mean, it does become a sticky situation as we've been seeing recently in the media. And then people from all different groups, like Bill Burr, you know, says there's a fucking group for everything, and someone's going to get offended about anything nowadays, which is also true, and which is like the other end of that. And it's like, where do you draw the line in the middle? And it becomes tough.
I think people who are offended now about everything that is said, you can't say anything, you know, without some... People have people's voices are easily heard now. As opposed to back when, like this. Look at this. Yeah. That's why I'm so glad, like, I'm not posting on Facebook anymore, because I used to do the political posts every now and then. That shit got so tired to me, because everyone's going to want to read into it and pull what they want from it and comment and try and twist your words. And try it's just like, like, see me when you see me. Talk to me in person. Like, call up the Gawncast. If you really have an opinion, we can chop it up. Twist your words for their narrative. Exactly. Yeah. And then if I said something, it would just be bugged out. If I said something that I didn't agree with, and then it's like their response to it, all their friends would like it, that post, and then like I got my friends liking my post, and then it just becomes like popularity war and shit like that. And then it's like to try and validate my intelligence or something like that. What am I really out here for? Intellectually sparring on Facebook about politics when neither of us are politicians? Like, get the fuck out of here. There was a lot that needed to be. People needed to see that during the election. They needed to hear that during the election, because it was crazy on social media. And it's crazy now still. Like, it's amazing how much Trump is mentioned and talked about.
I know. And tonight I
ridiculous.
was looking forward so much to just having a guest on the show and just talking 100% hip hop tonight. And then like he canceled last minute, and I'm like, we're just thinking about different things we could talk about tonight on the fly, and it's like, why not?
We're a bunch of shitheads. We got nothing else to talk about.
We basically got baited. But
we baited ourselves.
We didn't mention it until halfway through the show, so salute to us. And shout out to everyone that commented.
Salute to everyone.
Salute. Yo, you know what was a funny, we're all humans, live and let live. Shout out to Aaron and shout out to Joe, too. That also has dope comments tonight. Joe Troy. The world is still crazy. Slavery and human trafficking shit, that is the tip of the iceberg. Definitely still crazy shit going on in other countries. And again, that's also why it's, even though we have a crazy past, that's why it's still one of the best countries right now to live in. You know, we have the opportunity, no matter who you are, race, religion, or creed, to get your money and thrive off of capitalism. What was I just gonna say?
You gone.
I'm gone. Shit.
You're about to segue into something.
Damn.
And then you segued into something else.
I segued back.
Yeah, you circled back. Talk about the Locks XXL front page.
I did not know that LOX was on the front page. Oh, you know what is dope that I like hearing now?
XXL they still publish magazines?
I don't know. I watched the
50
Cent interview with Ebro last night. I love 50's interviews, man.
I love 50 Cent. 50 Cent is one of my favorite humans.
Yeah, I know. He's just got a way about him. I don't know. He's just entertaining, even when he's just saying it.
I feel like he's honest. Whether or not you agree with him, he's honest.
Yeah, he's pure honesty. I was also watching an interview with Funk Flex and French Montana. Sort of about his come up, like where he's really from and his stuff. And
French got shot in the head, didn't he?
Yeah, but he came up. For people that don't know this, he used to do the Cocaine City DVDs, which was similar to the Smack DVDs that were popping back in the day.
Yeah, DVDs were popping.
Before YouTube, there was Smack TV and Smack DVDs, and Cocaine City was pretty big. And it's just. It's like so entrepreneurial that he was like, I'm gonna be the guy that shoots all this stuff, put these together, and I'm also gonna throw my music into these DVDs. Yeah. So he was making money while promoting himself, and that's genius. So shout out to French Montana.
And he was his that's how he got on, bro. His network. You just start meeting people and knowing people.
Exactly.
They start fucking with you.
And then you have something to offer them. They want to be on your DVD, and then it's like, all right, one hand wash the other.
Yeah.
But
What? I saw a headline 50 Cent was getting at Ebro.
Yeah, they kind of it wasn't really like
that. They gassed it?
Yeah, they gassed that. They clickbaited that. They clickbaited it.
Glad I didn't read into that.
There was a funny interview that I heard this week, too, with Rosenberg. It was a little old, getting roasted by the guy that runs Barstool, Dave Portnoy, El Presidente.
Yo, Barstool is blowing the fuck up right now.
Yo, shout to Barstool, man. They really blew the fuck up. They are everywhere right now. They're about to be a real big media company.
Michael Rappaport has got the podcast on there now.
Yeah, shout out to Michael Rappaport.
He's
I retweeted his tweet, and then he retweeted me retweeting his shit, and then my fucking tweet blew up just yesterday. Yeah. So shout out to Michael Rappaport.
He's fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah, he actually retweets a couple of my things when I tweet at him, so shout out to him, man.
I play for the Cucamonga Cracker Killers. You want tickets?
Yo, he's had so many low key great lines in a lot of movies.
That was Ice Cube.
To him. Say it to him. That's right. I'm gone.
Back to the ghetto you go. That was his one.
But he was talking about basically Rosenberg had mentioned going to the Barstool party and kind of ripped it when he was tweeting about it after he attended their party. But he was kind of like, yo, why are you cool in text and saying you would love to stop by, and then you're making it seem like you got dragged to our party and then bash our party publicly on Twitter and everything like that.
What happened?
Rosenberg got invited to go to Barstool's party.
Rosenberg got invited. Okay.
And then after the party, he was just kind of ripping it, making fun of it and stuff. Like, it's exactly what I thought it would be. A bunch of, like, college, white, frat kids and everything like that.
Just hating on the white man?
Yeah, and it was funny because he kept mentioning, he's like, why in every tweet did you keep saying white? He's like, do you not like white people? Like, and he's like, did you get beat up by the lacrosse kids when you grew up and stuffed in lockers and then listened to rap music and identified with, a whole different culture and stuff? And he was kind of really getting into him and ripping him. And I agreed with Rosenberg as far as, like, you know, a little bit of their frat look in the artist that was rapping, this dude named Mike Stud. I'm not hating, but it's just not my cup of tea. So I understood where he was coming from that aspect, but I don't like how in hip hop people do that a lot. They try and big league you. So I think it was cool that they called out Rosenberg for being like, yo, why did you act cool in our face? And then after you left, you was just kind of like big leaguing us on Twitter.
I have to
like, I don't have respect for that either. And then Rosenberg admitted he was wrong. Rightfully so. But there's so much of that in hip hop. That's why I just fucking hate being associated with people that do hip hop. There's just so many people that we run into it through different events. It's just not a genuine experience. It's not organic. And it's just not how, like, I'm like, yo, if I never made hip hop music, I would never hang out with like half the people in this venue right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even if I was in high school, I would just not chill with you. And I chill with a lot of people. But that is the industry.
This happened.
There's a lot of cool people in the industry too, but not to take away from those individuals. And Rosenberg, when I did meet him in person, a handful of times I did meet him. He was a cool dude, so not hating on him. It's just it's really cool though to see those two go at it, and he really got at Rosenberg, which was interesting.
That should have. I'm looking now. It should happen like August 1st. This happened a while.
Yeah, it's
ago.
happened over the summer. I didn't notice it until this week.
I have not been paying attention to shit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to throw out good things that I realize. What else we got? We've been flowing pretty seamlessly right now with no topics. Just shooting from the hip, off the rip.
What about your music?
What about what?
What about like new music?
New music
of yours?
Of mine?
Nah, the guy behind you.
I'm just trying to keep getting Stranger Things a little more looks. It's crazy. I've been unexpectedly busy at work last week. When it's like I've been trying to.
Really? It's been busy now?
I've been trying to grind out on the laptop and get the video and get the song out to more people and have a couple more blogs and stuff pick it up, and because I know Stranger Things season 2 is coming out soon. So that's kind of one of the things
you
that.
You put in your schedule to binge watch that?
Yeah, I'll fit it in there. I'll definitely fit it in there. Somehow, some way. Yo, LeBron James just posted today on his IG. He caption of him watching Stranger Things on Netflix and said addicted. I was like, okay, King.
He's watching it?
Yeah. And the show's like, I don't want to hype it up that much. It's just a cool show. But if you like the Goonies and you like that throwback 80s type of material, it just kind of hits like a childhood spot.
I got to check it out.
Yeah, facts.
I got to check it out.
Factory. I liked it, though. Obviously, I made a fucking song about it. But after that, I want to push this thing, see how much more popping I can get it.
A lot of tracks.
Yeah, I do got a lot. I gotta send them to you. We gotta chop it up, and then
yeah, man, I gotta get back into the music.
I just want to build a. I mean, it's always a chicken and the egg thing with the artist, because you always want to build up just a little more following before you start dropping so much more music.
Yeah.
But then it's like, if I drop this music, am I gonna get the following? But we know how that goes. We've been doing that for a while.
A little bit too long, yeah. It's a little bit too long.
We gon' talk about Schweppes versus Canada Dry, who has the superior ginger ale.
Oh.
Wet you up and then I dry you like Canada. Shout out to Fife. Rest in peace. Shout out to Michael Rappaport. They did the documentary on Tribe Called Quest. That's another reason Michael Rappaport is the GOAT. Schweppes versus Canada Dry. That's actually a good one. Isn't there a third company on the low?
What do you say?
I don't know. I would have to taste test those. Ginger ale's refreshing as fuck. I don't really do that much soda. I like experiment with Spanish sodas like this.
Is it that big of a difference? Would you know? Is it like Coke and Pepsi's different?
But that's because
Pepsi's a lot sweeter.
Because think about how much they're compared all the time. So now you're consciously thinking about what it tastes like when you drink it. Do you think it would be like that?
Comparing ginger ale.
Exactly. You just never think about it.
I like a nice ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
Like I might have one at Hubbard's in a little bit.
I might join you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
We might take this conversation to Hubbard's.
Word.
Shout out to Hubbard's, bro.
Facts.
Shout out to everyone for commenting tonight, keeping us going, and everyone that liked.
Stranger Things is fire. Shout out to Anthony.
Yo, shout out to Ant. What was I gonna say?
Oh,
What were we talking about?
How about the lung capacity out on the basketball court, kid? You're a little surprised, huh? You're a little surprised the other day.
For anyone that's smoking cigarettes out there, stop, because my man Frankie B just stopped smoking cigarettes. And
I'll be 2 months on Monday. Honestly, I feel great.
Bro, the way you were moving on that court, bro, no homo, you looked like you was 18 again. I was like, damn, I haven't seen you move like that in a minute.
I haven't seen myself move like that. I feel
like, just
good.
guarding you, I was literally thinking in my head.
I'm moving a little bit better now, man.
Like where you were beating me on certain drives, and I was like, this would never happen.
Yeah. All right, drink the juice over there, bro. give me a few more weeks, cause I was beating somebody back. Like today in the gym, I was dropping buckets.
You still got some catching up to do, bro.
Yo, honestly, bro, the other day I don't understand it. You wouldn't miss.
Happened last night too. There's a couple other victims.
Yeah, when is this league starting? I'm like getting the itch to play in the league now, cause now that my lung capacity's back.
Yeah,
up,
we gotta drip buckets soon.
I can guard people. We don't win this league by the time we're 30.
Next week we do have a very, very dope guest coming on the show, and
who's the guest?
God bless, God willing, that we don't get another last minute cancellation. I don't think we will. We do have Further Mendoza, the Far.
Oh shit, is he? Is Rico coming too?
I believe Rico's coming too. Shout to
I'd like to get both of them on.
Formerly Boogie V, the Far is one of our boys. He signed to Fetty Wap. He's doing his fucking thing.
Shout out.
His music is fucking.
He's the man, bro.
The way that I spoke earlier of Crime Apple with bars, he's equivalent to that with hooks and just with song making abilities.
His talent is like
his talent level is just
bars too. Yo,
yeah. I'm not mentioning that to sleep, but
no, but this shit he did on your shit.
I'm just talking like he could still hit. It's like Kyrie, like he could still knock down threes, but when you talk about Kyrie, you're talking about his handles.
Yeah.
It's just like when you talk about Boog, you're just talking about something that shines like so crazy.
Shout out to the twin, man. And he's just like him and Rico, just overall like good people.
Good people, you know what
man.
I'm saying?
That goes back
to
Neat Khan for the introduction.
Shout out to RK and Neat Khan doing his thing
for the introduction, because he's actually.
Those are also a bunch of good people. Good people.
All of them, man. It's
real good people. Salt of the earth type people. And like I said before, when you go around and brush shoulders with enough people at these events and music industry, you just learn to appreciate good people more.
Yo, I swear, bro. It's like, that's why, like, every time that dude Jeremy, he probably this is 50. He probably he will not remember if he.
Yo, Jeremy just dropped a book. I just bought it. It's called The Power of Words.
He dropped the book.
He dropped the book. Shout out to Jeremy Bettis from G Unit.
He wouldn't.
I want to read it before I ask him to come on the show.
He wouldn't recognize me if I see him on the street, but I would instantly recognize him just because he actually handed off a beat CD years ago. And I got a call back from like the head A&R, Dre McKenzie, at G Unit at the time. I got
passing the BCD.
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, I'll pass it off to them.
I'll give it a 50." Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, well, I didn't really think it was gonna happen."
Yeah.
And then I got a call like a week later. Nothing ended up happening.
Now those people are always good. Every time I'm in G Unit offices,
not the point. I'm always like, "Yo, like every time I see him, I say it to him, and he's probably like, who the fuck is this kid?"
Right.
But he's just like, yo, he's like a good dude. Like he didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like he actually did what he said he was gonna do.
Bro, every time I'm up at G Unit offices, Jeremy takes care of me, man. He's just like,
he's a good dude.
So super cool. Like he won't even let me leave the building without giving me a bottle of effing.
It's because he knows you're Irish.
He knows I put him back. But super cool. And then he's like, yo, you want to send beats to 50? Go talk to Mario. I talked to Mario, sent them. And it's like when people give you an email, it's like you're basically sending it into a black hole, but they'll hit you back like, yo, I like this one, or he's looking for this right now for his current project. And man, so it's just good to be around good people, man. So shout out to everyone that's
but you're right though, you really cherish
cherish that shit, man. And words can't express like, yo, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Because it's so overused. Yo, good looking, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, man. That shit really means
like,
a lot.
I really do appreciate, even though nothing happened, bro. Like I really do.
Yeah, exactly.
That shit was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that's like every industry. You know what I mean?
It is,
specifically the music industry, because now there's just an influx of quote unquote artists and people who are just making music in general.
It's just oversaturated. It's not a terrible thing because there's still a lot more good music, but you just have to
It's not a terrible
You have to
thing.
weed whack through that much more garbage
It's
to
not-
find that
yeah.
much more good music.
Yeah, it's not a terrible. I think it's a great thing.
I think it's a beautiful thing,
I think
man.
it's
Everyone's a creator right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone's an innovator.
I think it's a great thing, man. People hate on it.
Yeah, you just have to embrace the future and embrace change. Otherwise,
If it wasn't-
you're just gonna be like,
Right.
nah, man, I'm not, you know. Yeah, you're just gonna get lost in the sauce and be that old head that's saying how he has
Just
bars.
bitter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Just like relax, bro. Relax.
Enjoy it.
In words of Nori. Anything else you want to say or mention before we get out of here? I don't even know.
No. Not that on my mind now.
I think we did our numbers. I got a couple videos I haven't released yet. I might just play them on the show before I actually officially put them out with the song and shit. I might do that next week. Next time we have a cancellation, I'll do that. I got like three
Cancellation will
videos.
just be 18 videos.
Yeah,
The whole show is
I can literally just play.
All
like
right,
an-
we're back. It was a TRL.
I can literally just sit here and
BET
play
in the
hours worth of
basement.
unreleased music for you guys, and
WET in the basement.
yeah, maybe we'll do that one night, and then make sure we get a bunch of people to tune in that night. Yo, shout out to Joe, shout out to Erin,
Shout out to everyone that commented.
especially you two guys for really locking in, Anthony, and making this show
Yes.
dope. And then we gone.
We gone.